What's up, guys? Welcome back to podcast number 4 at the Bay Area Wiffle Ball channel. I'm here with Nick.
What's up?
And today we have another great episode for you guys. Lots of content that we want to talk about, talking about some of the Wiffle Ball League, also talking about some of the up-to-date things that are going around in the world today.
Fact.
First off, what I want to do, guys, is I want to thank the first responders like we do every week. You guys are just so amazing, helping us and getting us through this really rough time in the world right now. Maybe I say unique time. And let's go ahead and jump into our first topic of the day. Just going to go ahead and let me just ask you a couple questions, Nick. How's life going? How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I am extremely bored, like most of the United States, I feel. We have been inside for like 58 days, I believe. Something like that. So it's been a long time of just binge watching Netflix, which is not very fun.
Yeah.
And some people have like parents who are very scared of this coronavirus, so I'm not even allowed outside. So it's just tough.
Which is understandable because it's really it could be dangerous out there. You never know who has anything. But let's actually talk about Netflix for a little bit. You said you've been watching it. What shows have you been watching, Nick?
You already know I have been watching Outer Banks.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Top one shows of all time. Big thanks to John B. Rutledge, actually, just for being him. Just best character ever invented on a TV show.
And there's Sarah Cameron. And just something else.
Nick is a big fan.
I've also been watching a show called Too Hot to Handle.
Oh, no.
It's actually pretty funny. Or not funny, but good.
I haven't actually watched that, but the boys have filled me in on some of the information about how everybody is attractive and a little bit dumb.
It is just top one shows, trust me.
I think if we're gonna have a battle here, I would definitely say Outer Banks is the better show, even though I haven't watched the other one. But Outer Banks is definitely a top one show of all time.
That is a very true statement. It is a very good show.
Unfortunately, Chris is not here with us today. He's probably doing homework at the moment because he has not responded to my texts for at least an hour, which is a little bit disrespectful. Just kidding. It's not disrespectful. But
you sound like a crazy girlfriend. He hasn't responded to me. Sorry.
All right. Here is the time where we introduce our guest. Nick, would you do the honors?
Yes. Please give a round of applause for worm number 3.
Christian Mostero.
I'm sorry. Hi, everybody.
What's going on, Worm?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? Pretty great.
Pretty decent. So, Worm, we've been playing a lot of PS4. We've all been playing a lot of PS4, staying in touch. But what are some other things that you've been doing at the house?
So I've actually been taking on many hobbies that I thought I never would do. Like I've actually started reading a lot more.
What? Stop it.
Wow.
You gotta go.
I have started reading more. I have started to play more basketball, and I have also started doing yoga and stretching in the morning.
I don't know if I can actually believe you. Actually, you know what? I do believe you. That's actually very good for your body.
I have a book in my hands.
What?
I have a book in my hands. Look.
I can't look because I have the script right here.
Yeah, I've been doing those things to keep myself active.
And obviously working out. We know that you've been making gains. Oh, you quit yesterday?
Yep.
Nice. Me too. Just stopped. But I'm probably going to continue later today.
After his 23-hour workout, that's why we can do the
23 hours. Yeah. Worm actually did a workout marathon.
Workout marathon.
Yeah.
Because I was on Bradley Martin's drugs.
10,854 bench presses. It's quite a lot. So.
3,064 squats. And just...
Wait, I also have another hobby I've been doing.
What's your other hobby?
I have another hobby. I've started making COVID-19 masks where I cut my socks and just make masks.
Wow, that's great, dude. You might have to slide me one.
Yeah, because I have a bunch of old socks. I just make masks.
Do they work?
No, they don't.
Oh, but they look cool though, right?
Yeah, they're my old Nike Elite socks.
Dude, those were the socks
Nike
back in the
Elite
day.
Socks.
Those were top
Yeah.
1 socks. As some of you may know, probably not, but Worm and I have known each other since 1st grade. And we went to the same school in kindergarten, but we didn't know each other. Worm, tell me how you kind of met me, how we kind of met. Tell me the story behind that.
Okay, I think how we met is we were at the playground one day, and you were getting jumped, so I beat up the bullies.
No.
I think that's how it went.
Story. Top inspirational story. Look at Worm, man. So inspirational.
Yeah, I was getting jumped by a bunch of 4'3" 2nd grade white kids.
When we were in
And-
kindergarten, our 1st grade.
And Worm jumped on him, all 3'9" of him, and he ran out and he attacked the bullies. And that's just how we met.
Pretty much that's how we met, and then I gave him some Cheez-Its, and that's how he left Cheez-Its.
Wow, Worm
Remember
is
the
the
first-
introduction to my life.
First day I went to his house, I'm like, Ryan, what are those things? He's like, those are the Cheez-Its you gave me 2 months ago. I still have them.
I still have them in a bag of a collection. No, I
There wasn't
remember.
even Cheez-Its in there. It just
I
said
actually
Ryan's
remember
First
that.
Cheez-Its.
I actually remember the first time you ever came over. I was down in my garage, and I was on a computer that my dad had. I had no idea what I was doing, but I was on this computer, and I saw you walk over, and I don't even know, but it was just hella funny because we were so dumb and young, and we just didn't know what we were doing.
No.
But we were hanging. I don't know why we were hanging out, but we were. And then we eventually went on the same baseball team in Little League, and then won the championship with Nick
Yep.
on the team. We won the championship. I hit a home run in that game.
Yeah,
And
that was a great game.
yeah, we were the 2 seed against the 1 seed, and the 1 seed was undefeated the whole season. And we beat them in the championship, and
But
they were
you know
all
why
crying.
we beat them? Can I just say why we
Yeah,
beat
go
them?
ahead, go ahead.
You know why we
There
beat them?
was-
Josh
there
Lobo!
Yeah.
No.
Josh Lobo!
There's about 12 players on each team, and 5 of their players played soccer. That's why we won.
That's true, dude. They
That's true.
did. But to Worm's
Josh
point,
Lobo, he came in clutch.
To Worm's
Josh
point, the
Lobo
game
came in
before,
clutch.
to get to the championship, we played against another team that was pretty good, but we only had 8 players. So we took Nick's little brother, Josh, who was like 4 years old at the time, right? We take him, and he gets a base hit. And that base hit helped us win the game against these kids. So we win this game, and we make it to the championship. Josh doesn't play in the championship because we had enough players. But we ended up winning in 7 innings, which was extra innings. And we won 7-5. And
I'm a
we
boy.
dogged on them, dude.
The base hit that Josh hit didn't even go past the pitcher. Like it
I
was a
know.
bomb.
He hit a dribble. It was off the tee, I think.
A
Yeah,
swinging bunt.
No,
Mistakes
it was
were
kid
made
pitch.
that game.
Or it was coach pitch. But that was
Josh
so
hit a
funny.
3-foot nuke.
He ended up scoring, too.
Yeah, mistakes were made
I
in
think
that
he-
defense, dude.
So I don't know how they let us win with only 9 players when you could have 4 players in the outfield when you used to be able to play.
Josh Lobo covers the whole outfield.
Josh
so.
played like left center or something like that.
No, when a team only has 9, you're only allowed 3 outfielders because
Obviously.
that's how it worked back then. Because they had to make it fair.
But those days playing Little League with the boys.
Nick Lobo.
We had June.
Dude,
Wait. I have a story with June. I have a story.
All right. Wait, hold on. Let me
Alright,
give some.
so-
Let me give some context. June was a kid on our team who wasn't the best, but he worked hard to become better.
Okay.
his warm up routine was to smack his bat on the plate as hard as he can.
He actually did do that. He went and he went like this. He went.
I know.
All right, Worm. What's your June story?
All right. So me and June, we were at Spring Valley one day, and we had to use the restroom. So me and June go behind the baseball
ask you
field.
a question? What are you
Yes,
doing
go ahead.
with him?
We're trying to pee. We're pissing, and June's like, "Hey, you want to see a cool?" No, listen. June's like, "You want to see a
Pissing
cool
together?
trick?" Shut up. June says, let me show you a cool trick. He starts peeing on my shoe. And I was like, what is going on? So I started peeing on his sock.
Oh my goodness, dude.
What is wrong with you?
Dude, that reminds me. One time we had Kai. I was in a little league. It was like 11U, and Kai was on my team. And before the game, this dude rushes to go pee, but he pisses his pants, right? And he has to catch. So he's the catcher. He sits down on the bench before the game, and there's just a huge piss spot just on the bench. And he goes in to catch, and he gets a hit, and he has to slide in a second, and all the dirt is just on his pants because it was all wet, right? And the whole game he played with piss pants.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Well, now we know his new nickname, but it's not 2K. It's in fact Piss Pants. Catcher story. Can I say something? That catcher story reminded me of a great player that I used to play with. He goes by the name of Yu Shang.
Oh, Yu Shang, top 1 players.
Yeah, so he was in, I think, 8th grade, and he played with my little brother. And if you don't know, my brother was in 6th grade at the time. So he played a very high, talented, and skill level game. He was our catcher once. I threw the ball, and it hit him in the nuts because he forgot that he has to move the glove to catch the ball, and it drilled him straight in his private square. And he forgets that he has to, wear a cup because he wasn't exactly small. He was on the larger side, and he believed that his humongous, big sumo wrestler legs would protect him from anything goes down the glory pipe.
I'm done. This is the best podcast ever. Okay.
I do remember how I met Worm. Actually,
you just said it.
We saw each other, but the first time we met was actually on the baseball team that we won the championship. Yeah. I came to the field. You guys already knew each other, and Worm goes, "Hey, what's up, Ambrose?" My name was Ambrose. Like, who names their kid Ambrose? First off, why would I be still Ambrose?
This is funny, dude.
By the way, we do know a kid named Ambrose. Great friend. I'm sorry, Ambrose. Right.
Now, after that great segment with Worm, we're actually going to go ahead and transition to some league talk. I know that it's going to be hard to beat that last segment because it was quite the time to spend with the boys, but
you could say funny, but okay.
Well, I don't know. Maybe the viewers won't think it's funny. You never know. So, we had a video that came out last Sunday. It was a spring training game of me against Kai and Choi. We played at the new field. It was really fun. We're probably going to have to move the strike zone and all that back because we hit a lot of home runs. But did you guys watch the video? Did you guys watch the video?
I did watch the video.
Nick, what do you think of it?
I thought I liked the field aspect of it, and I also liked how the defense was very, the defense was very involved. There was a lot more like moving and running around and trying to catch the ball, but I think if we had more people, that would look better because you guys did a 2-on-1, I believe.
Yeah, I agree.
So if we had a 2-on-2, we have a fielder and pitcher, making the game just that much more interesting. So, yeah, that's my analysis on the topic.
All right, thank you for that, Nick. I think that's probably going to have to wrap this episode up because
what? Really?
I mean, we've been talking for at least 30 minutes now.
I do want to say one more thing.
All right,
go ahead.
There
was a tragedy that happened in Utah where a 5-year-old kid drove onto the interstate with his parents' car. That is very dangerous. And if you don't have a license or a permit, do not drive onto the interstate. He almost caused 5.5 crashes and claimed he wanted to drive to California to reunite with his sister and buy a Lamborghini. But when the cops pulled him over and finally got him to stop, he had $5 in his pocket. I'm not really sure what was going on there, but again, please be safe. These first responders need to save their time to help those who are getting sick, not to stop 5-year-old boys driving to California from Utah with $5 in their pocket.
I know we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I just want to say big thanks to the first responders as always. Love what you guys are doing for us. We really do appreciate it. Big thank you to Worm for joining us today and making this one of the best podcasts we have done, making it definitely the funniest, I think. And
Thank you for having me.
absolutely. Thank you to Nick for being a great partner as always. And we will see you guys next week, hopefully, for podcast number 5.
Thank you guys for watching.